Mia Harper, the woman he left pregnant, broke, and alone, thinking she'd never recover. But today, she walked in looking like success carved into a person, calm, confident, untouchable. She didn't come for him, she came for her daughter, and for the quiet revenge she'd spent years preparing. Back when David left, he took their savings, kicked her out of their home, and started a new life with someone better. Everyone expected Mia to shatter. Instead, she worked double shifts, studied at night, and raised her daughter into a brilliant young woman. No help, no excuses, no complaints. When the ceremony ended and families went home, David got the call that destroyed his perfect image. Movers were emptying his house. He rushed there, furious, only to find Mia standing calmly in the driveway as his furniture was loaded into trucks. He had forgotten something. Half the house, legally, still belonged to her. She'd spent months preparing the paperwork he ignored for years. And now everything he bragged about, the furniture, the decor, the expensive appliances, was being packed up, not for her to keep, but to be donated to shelters, single mothers, and families who actually needed it. She didn't scream, she didn't argue, she didn't need to. Her silence was louder than anything he could have said. Before leaving, she handed him a single photo, her daughter, his daughter, holding a full-ride scholarship letter, a life he had no part in building. "Thank you," she said, softly. "If you hadn't walked away, I never would have learned how strong I could be." And she walked off, her daughter beside her, leaving him standing in an empty doorway, surrounded by the ruins of the life he stole, but she reclaimed. This wasn't revenge fueled by anger. It was revenge fueled by growth, dignity, and power, the kind that leaves the other person wishing they never underestimated you. Mia Harper stood in the crowded auditorium, heart pounding as she watched her daughter walk up the stage to receive her diploma. It was a perfect moment, proud families, applause, tears of joy. Among them was a face she never expected to see. David Reed, her ex-husband, sitting with a smug smile. He was there to support his new wife and stepdaughter, showing off like he had it all together now. Mia's stomach twisted. She forced a smile, applauded her daughter, but inside, cold anger settled. Years ago, David had walked away the same night he promised forever, left Mia alone with a baby bump and dreams. He sold the house, took half their savings, vanished. Mia was humiliated, alone, but she survived. She built her life brick by brick, worked 3 jobs, finished her education, raised her daughter with pride. Every hardship, every lonely night shaped her into someone strong. Now, as she watched him celebrating another perfect family, she remembered every insult, every broken promise. Mia didn't approach him that day. Instead, she walked out quietly, holding her daughter's hand. She let him bask in his fake happiness for now. But inside, she plotted. She started subtly. LinkedIn updates about her successful career, photos from her brand new house paid entirely by her hard work, stories of her daughter's scholarship. Then came the calls. Innocent enough. "Long time, David. Trust you're doing well." He responded politely, arrogance laced in every word. Mia smiled. She recognized that tone. A week later, David got a certified letter from a law office. It was a notice to vacate the house they'd once shared, because 8 months ago, Mia had quietly filed for her half of the property, claiming her share under their original agreement. She had the paperwork ready, mortgage, proofs, everything. The house, once his new family's dream home, belonged legally to her. Confused, panicked, David rushed to the lawyer's office, trying threats, begging, pretending innocence, but the law was clear. On a late evening, the moving van pulled up at that grand house. not for David's family, but for charity. Mia had arranged a donation, all furniture, appliances, even wall decor, everything, to be given to a homeless shelter and needy families. Furniture that once represented their dreams, now loaded into trucks, leaving the house empty. Mia stood across the street with a small sign, "From broken promises to new beginnings." She watched as the van carried away their past. David, stripped of the facade, exposed in front of his new family, realized the depth of what he lost. Mia didn't yell. She didn't cry. She just turned, holding her daughter's hand, and walked away. Free, proud, victorious. Years later, Mia's daughter is now grown, standing on her own feet. Their lives are peaceful, built with honesty and sweat, nothing flashy, no perfect family photos, just real moments, earned respect and dignity. Meanwhile, the house stands empty, a reminder that betrayal may walk away, but justice, sooner or later, always catches up.